GameSHOUT Radio is property of GameSHOUT, a company of Red Planet LLC. All rights reserved. Executive producer, Andy Hodges. For live broadcast booking information, syndication, or advertising, email info@gameshout.com. All comments expressed on the show are not necessarily those of GameSHOUT, Red Planet LLC, its advertisers, guests, or syndication affiliates. All music is licensed by ASCAP and BMI. Recordings of this broadcast prohibited without prior written consent.
And welcome back to GameSHOUT Radio. You're listening to Gamepad Gamer's Nintendo Revolution Edition with your hosts, Egoraptor and SexyJosh.
Well, thank you. Thank you. And, Josh, how you doing?
Oh, man. I just had some Taco Bell, like, 2 hours ago, and I'm definitely feeling the effect. I got some
Taco Bell.
Yeah,
I know what you're saying, Josh.
Yeah.
Well, Taco Bell is some good stuff, but you know what also is good stuff? The Revolution.
What's that? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. There hasn't been much Revolution news going on lately, but we do have a big story that's come out that is just finally a breath of fresh air. That Nintendo has given out 1,000 Revolution dev kits. That's right, the Nintendo Revolution has finally begun. Yes, from Nintendo Revolution camp, Reggie Fils-Aime has revealed that Nintendo has sent out about 1,000 Revolution controller development kits to developers. Where it was once thought that Nintendo would rely mainly on first-party games, this is definitely proof that there will be quite a bit of support from third-party developers. In regards to how the controller has been received, Reggie said, "The response to the controller has been fantastic. Developers are truly embracing the innovation. They're embracing the approach, and quite frankly, they're embracing our vision of creating games that are as sophisticated as the core gamer wants it to be, but also could be as straightforward and as accessible as brand new gamers." Ah, what a noble man. What a noble cause. I love the Revolution. I'm sorry, I'm a fanboy.
The Revolution has
just
begun.
can't wait.
You were such a fanboy.
What can I say? I mean, I'm an all-around gamer, but I definitely have hardcore faith in Nintendo, and seeing this news come out, this 1,000 Revolution dev kits news come out, it's really a breath of fresh air. We're finally seeing some stuff going on, and it's just, I just can't wait, man. This is gonna be great.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm glad that, you know, it's kind of like a beacon of light in the very, dark world of news for the Revolution, especially with, Sony hasn't really said crap, so, kind of good to see the Revolution sending out their dev kits now. Although I would have thought they would have sent these out a lot earlier than this, because developers need more than a couple months to develop a game.
Well, yeah. I think Nintendo was just trying to keep things under wrap. I mean, they were really, really good about keeping silent, and, we're not saying anything till E3. We're not saying anything till E3. And they didn't say anything till E3, so, I mean, they didn't want developers to be like, well, the Revolution does have this and this. And then people will be like, oh, news everywhere. And Nintendo will be like, well, man, we just screwed ourselves over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, this is all great and fun and everything, but what about the games that are coming out for the Nintendo Revolution, man? What about the games? No one knows what games are coming out. Well, we have compiled a modest list of Nintendo Revolution games that have been confirmed or extremely close to being confirmed for the Nintendo Revolution. And there's a lot of games on here that we're looking forward to. One of them is a new title by N-Space. Yes, the Florida-based studio that created the stylish GameCube FPS Geist has been confirmed to be developing multiple games for Nintendo's next-gen console. Now, Geist was a cool game. Granted, it bombed, but in this market, great games bomb all the time, like Psychonauts. If you actually decide to play Geist, you won't be disappointed, because it was a really great atmospheric game. I mean, it just had all the makings of a great FPS and a great game all around. Nintendo published the game, and hopefully we'll see more Nintendo publishing for these new N-Space games coming for the Revolution. I had no idea that the N-Space was Florida-based. Maybe we should get them on the show or something,
Definitely. I have to definitely look into that and see what they're up to. Over on the other side of things, Raid Over the River. And new air combat is, air combat is always fun, and the Revolution's got an air combat game that's sure to chase those blue meanies away. Raid Over the River is a third-person view air combat shooter that runs through the whole spectrum of air combat, from the early days of aviation to the future of those airborne attacks. Raid Over the River is also one of the only titles for the Nintendo Revolution that we know the plot of. You play as David McBride, a 40-year-old pilot who outlived Operation Sandstorm. By complete chance, he stumbles upon the Molearius, a super legendary crest-type thing that apparently has some significance to some ancient cult. This cult plans to summon an evil demon into the world, and you, as the main character, have to prevent it from happening. But to add fuel to the fire, your character is also being tossed around time and being led by a seductive sex appeal character. So, awesome. This definitely sounds kind of like Crimson Skies, meets Playboy. I don't know. It does kind of.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm definitely seeing some similarity between Crimson Skies and sounds like it could be good with the new controller. Like, how are you gonna pilot a plane with the controller? I mean, you use it as a
That's what I'm thinking.
or
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
maybe.
I wonder if there's peripherals, plugins.
Yeah, the nunchuck. Ooh, the elusive nunchuck enhancement. You could use the actual remote controller thing as a control the reticle on the screen. I don't know, man. This is really exciting to see all these new different genres coming out. But there's the reoccurring theme we've had on GameSHOUT Radio of the FPS on the Revolution. I mean, I am not a huge FPS fan, but the idea of FPS with the Revolution controller, considering the things that we do know about the controller, is just exciting as heck. And there's a new Free Radical project coming out. Now, Free Radical is a developer of the hit console FPS Time Splitters and plans to release a next-gen game for the next-gen consoles. And the game doesn't have a name yet, but the title will be published by the popular game developer Ubisoft, and we all love Ubisoft. Free Radical has disclosed their bit of plans for the games, however. They plan to have the game tap into your rational and emotional instincts by putting players into pressing moral and strategic dilemmas. And a lot of games have been doing that lately. A lot of games have been making things feel a lot more like straight to the player's heart, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But we got to take a quick break, and right after that, we will give you some more confirmed games for the Revolution. So stay tuned. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to GameSHOUT Radio. If your gaming thumbs are itching for a PlayStation 3, don't worry. GameSHOUT's got you covered. GameSHOUT's Gamepad Gamers PlayStation 3 Edition mini podcast gives you all you want to know about the PS3 and more. PlayStation 3 news? Yeah, we got it. Reviews of the games you want to play? Oh yeah, we got it. Previews of the hottest new games coming out to the PlayStation 3? You don't have to ask twice. We got it. Be sure to find out more about the games, news, previews, and reviews that matter from the only gaming site that matters, GameSHOUT.com.
And welcome back to GameSHOUT Radio. I'm your host, Egoraptor, for the Nintendo Revolution edition of Gamepad Gamers. With me is SexyJosh. And how you doing, Josh? It's been a couple minutes since I asked you that.
It has been a couple minutes, and I feel a lot better now. A little, less Taco Belly, more Nintendo Revolutionary.
Awesome. Well, it seems like you're excited about this next title coming up.
I am.
Yeah?
Not so much as excited as one of our other co-workers here, but I'll let you know why in a second here. Apparently, new AQ Interactive has a new title coming out. Now, AQ Interactive is a pretty new company to the console gaming industry, but their lineup of next-gen titles looks very promising. Among them is an unnamed title for the Revolution that will feature a popular manga license. Now, no one knows what this manga license is, but it's absolutely ironclad that it will be released on the Revolution and will be a manga license. So, stick tuned for more info on that. I know Soulrift here is perked up at that mention.
What manga
Depending on
license
what
could
the
it be,
manga is.
Soulrift?
Perhaps,
Could it be Naruto?
Super Happy Monkey Ball Happy Manga Time!
Could be Bleach. That's pretty big.
Go ahead,
these days.
Chadri, say it.
Oh, come on, Jadri.
He's not here. Oh, well.
Oh, where's
He's not
Chadri
here.
when we need him?
Where'd he
He's in the
break room.
he's in the break room. Yeah, break room. Where there's food. They're dead.
Oh my goodness. Well, there's another Ubisoft title coming out for the Nintendo
Good man.
Revolution. Thank you. It's called Killing Day. Now, Ubisoft's first-person shooter slated for exclusive Revolution release using the full capabilities of the Revolution controller. Like I keep saying over and over, FPSs on the Revolution are going to be perfect, and Ubisoft, the creator of some very popular FPS series, already seems to think so, man. Now, no details beyond this point yet, but this is definitely something to look forward to. Ubisoft's first-person shooters have been pretty, steady quality. You guys just did a review of Rainbow Six. And, Mav, you liked that game.
Well, it was fair. It had its ups and its downs. There were a few things that I would like to see changed in looking forward to the new Rainbow Six edition in our series. But, like some real AI. Yeah, and go ahead, Soulrift, say it.
Yeah, I wanted some AI that didn't suck harder than a prostitute working on tips.
That's right. Or a plumber drilling pipes.
Oh god, you guys are so mean.
Anyways, other games coming out for the Nintendo Revolution. Animal Crossing, well, it's finally officially announced after being constantly hinted at that Animal Crossing will hit the Revolution. The producer of Animal Crossing has teased us by telling us the game might feature DS to Revolution connectivity, just like the GameCube's Animal Island feature. We do know that the Revolution will indeed feature DS to Revolution connectivity through the DS's unique Wi-Fi capabilities, and the Revolution, like the DS, is able to go online with Nintendo's Wi-Fi. So we'll probably be seeing some online action going on in the Revolution version of Animal Crossing. Kind of cool. I've never actually gotten into Animal Crossing, so I'm going to have to maybe check that out when it comes out for the Revolution.
It's almost like an MMO. It's like MMOs grab you in instantly, but with Animal Crossing you kind of got to put a little time into it to be like, okay, why is this so great? And then once you find it out, you're like, gotta play every day.
I could see it.
Yeah, it's definitely an addictive title. But the biggest title that everyone is looking forward to on the Revolution, I have to say hands down, is Super Smash Bros. Yes, an extremely anticipated game for the Revolution has been stated by Nintendo to be a launch title. Yes! The game is being directed by the director of the previous two titles, Masahiro Sakurai. After Satoru Iwata came to him about the project, he gave him a brand new office just for the development of Smash Bros. Yes, this game is so highly anticipated and such a big title that Nintendo opened up an entire studio just for the game's development. How cool is that? The development team behind the game is actually another major company, not the same team that made Smash Bros. Melee. However, this new team consists of huge fans of the game. Sakurai went to their office and looked at their GameCube controllers and was surprised to find that the joysticks were worn down like an eraser from such intense playing of the game, and their memory card contained massive amounts of battles that had taken place. Of course, HAL Laboratories has let the new team use all their development tools and programs to make the new Smash Bros. Game, so don't let the news of another development team scare you away. This game is going to rock, plain and simple. I mean, it's Smash Bros., and it's going to be a launch title. Awesome. Oh my god.
Kicking.
See, now on the other side of the spectrum of games that I personally would think it was the most anticipated hotly for the Revolution would be Metroid Prime 3. This is quite possibly the only game we've seen visuals from the Revolution. I mean, at E3 there was an extremely brief scene of Samus jumping out of her ship and looking cool, but nothing along the lines of playing the game or anything. But Retro Studios assures us that the game is going to be beautiful. They've said the engine we've developed underwent drastic improvements between Metroid Prime 1 and Metroid Prime 2, and we'll see even more between 2 and 3. Our engineers are a very talented and dedicated bunch, and we're constantly looking for ways to make our games run smoother with more detail. They've said we plan on taking advantage of a number of new features in the Revolution, including the controller. We can only imagine what the Metroid Prime Hunters controller and think really smoothly how awesome this game is going to control. This has all been announced to be the end of the Metroid Prime story arc, so we will be enjoying the final game of this trilogy. And that's all the time we have for today, folks. So we'll have more games on Next Revolution, GamePad Gamers, but stick tuned to the guys from Fire.
This is GameSHOUT Radio, the #1 talk game station in the world. Visit GameSHOUT.com for more info. GameSHOUT. GameSHOUT.